Here you go, the mashup from November 2013 from Space Dog Radio.
Mashup.
Hear more at spacedogradio.com.
From someplace over Nowra, Australia. From someplace over Wichita, Kansas. From someplace over New Orleans, Louisiana, USA. This is the Space Dog Radio Show. From someplace over Exeter, United Kingdom. This is the Space Dog Radio Show. There was a 44-year-old man who got sexually aroused from cow manure. I suppose the thing is, if you get sexually aroused by cow manure, that's your thing. But don't display it in front of a farmer's family and then threaten to burn down their farm and kill them if they don't like it. From someplace over Tioga, North Dakota, this is the Space Dog Radio Show. Over 20,600 barrels of oil fracked from the Bacon Shale has spilled from a Tesoro Logistics pipeline in Tioga, North Dakota. And it's one of the biggest onshore oil spills in recent U.S. history. From someplace over Chicago, Illinois, USA, this is the Space Dog Radio Show. A survey was done recently, and they were talking about sex at work, sex with coworkers, da-da-da-da-da. And here are the results. The question is, do you think colleagues at the same company should be allowed to have sex? And 84.62% said yes. 15.38% said no. I'm not a big believer in swimming in the company pond. It's too tricky. Now, sometimes it works out. Sometimes I've seen very successful marriages and relationships where people are together at work, and if that works for you, great. Sometimes not so good. Another question of the survey: do you think colleagues should have to notify human resources or equivalent if they have sex? Yeah, no, we're not telling anybody. 7.63% said yes to this. 92.37% said no. Ixnay on the human resource says have you ever been sexually attracted to a colleague? This number will astound you. 92.7% responded yes. Here's the question. Here's what I've been waiting for. Have you ever had sex at the office? 46.63% said yes. 51.37% said no. So, hey, wash those phones because you never know what's going on in that office. Wash those tabletops because 48.63% have had sex in the office. Wow. From someplace over Alexandria, Virginia, USA, this is the Space Dog Radio Show. I'm the Space Dog along with Winter Toad.
Hello, everybody.
Recently, there was an article in the Huffington Post written by Shelley Emling, and the topic of it was ways to spice up your relationship.
Yeah, I don't think they're talking cinnamon or pepper. Maybe.
I don't know. But this is ways to spice up your relationship. And I thought, with the holidays up and everyone's kind of stressing out about the holidays, there might be some good little nuggets of information here for you if you're in a relationship to kind of take the pressure off. All right, so here's ways to spice up your relationship. Number one, get out of town together. I kind of like that, Remove yourself from the situation. Maybe go away to the beach. And I'm not talking with the kids. I'm not talking with the in-laws. I'm talking about getting away from it all. What do you think, Winter Toad?
I think you should. It's a good. You go to the beach, get rid of the kids, and pretty soon you got son of a beach.
Here's another one.
That was bad.
Yeah, okay. Here's one that I really do think is important. Have your own life. So if you're with someone and you've got a relationship, you do your thing, you let him or her do theirs. You can come back together and enjoy talking about it. You got to have your own life.
And that's all good, but I don't know. If I'm with somebody, I'm not so sure I want to share it. And I don't necessarily know what that means. Is let them do their thing. It's
they want to go on a girls' weekend out, do that sort of thing. That's cool, right?
Oh yeah, I'm all for that. As long as I'm there.
Toad's getting this. From someplace over Everett, Washington, USA, this is the Space Dog Radio Show. I'm the Space Dog. Thanks for tuning in. Well, it's just been a day after machinists pretty much decided that they were not going to accept a proposal from Boeing. 67% of machinists at Boeing rejected a new contract for work on the 777X from someplace over Stockholm, Sweden. This is the Space Dog Radio Show. So check this out. There's a lot of weird things that go into bras other than the obvious. Here are some things found in bras. We're going to start off with a woman in Stockholm, Sweden, who tried to smuggle about 75 snakes into a plane by hiding them in her bra. From someplace over Berkeley, California, USA, this is the Space Dog Radio Show. There's yet another group of working poor in the food industry, and new research from the University of California and the University of Illinois find that fast food workers draw $7 billion annually from federal aid funded by taxpayers. From Southeast 82nd, Portland, Oregon, USA, this is the Space Dog Radio Show. Today we are talking to people about various items on Black Friday, November 29th, 2013, one of the most important shopping days for retailers in America. But there are shops out there that are mistreating their workers, specifically Walmart Corporation, where the top 1% of the owners of Walmart have more wealth than 40% of Americans in the nation today. We're going to talk to some people meeting about this and trying to get the word out about what Walmart is doing and what can be done about it.
My name's Tyler, and the reason I'm here is because low wages are basically the new form of slavery. As long as the corporations can maintain everyone not having enough money to live, they can control us and make us do nearly whatever they want, and it's just messed up.
You are
Brad Witt.
Brad Witt, and your function here is?
I am a member of the public. I'm a union rep with USCW Local 555. I'm a state representative for the state of Oregon.
Oh, fantastic. All right. So there's a great turnout here today, and we've been following Walmart and protest all around the country on Black Friday. So it's really remarkable to be here in Oregon today. Are you seeing more momentum against the Walmart workers coming up against corporate entities as time goes on?
Just seeing more momentum among the workers for Walmart. You're seeing individual stores where the workers there are striking. They're standing up. They're protesting some of the things that the company's doing to them. We've seen demands for higher wages. The same. It's a reflection of what's going on in the public too. And the reaction here today has just been overwhelming with the number of cars and thumbs up and horns blowing. The public is fed up. They're fed up with the fact that the taxpayers are having to subsidize the benefits and wages that Walmart refuses to pay its workers. In the state of Oregon, the largest employer with the greatest number of workers who receive state subsidies is Walmart. That's absurd.
From the Creekside, Lake Stevens, Washington, USA, this is the Space Dog Radio Show. I'm the Space Dog, along with Winter Toad.
Hello, everybody.
And we're talking to
The Brewery Street Preacher.
Nice, in here from Ninkasi out of Eugene, Oregon.
Well, we've got Otis Oatmeal Stout. We've got our Slayer winter beer, 7.2%. We call it a double dark alt. And we also have our most famous beer, Total Domination IPA, Northwest style. Yeah.
You know, I'm enjoying the
True to style.
True to style.
It's dominating.
I'm enjoying some Otis right now. It's got a really dark tint to it, as any stout should. And I'm really enjoying the hell out of it.
Yeah, Otis, story behind that, you know, one of our owners used to be a head brewer. He's since moved on, but Otis was the name of his dog, so we have a beer named after his dog. His dog's name was Otis.
You know, on Space Dog Radio, we love anything pertaining to dogs.
I do too.
From someplace over Washington, D.C., USA, this is the Space Dog Radio Show. I'm the Space Dog. Thanks for tuning in. So today, finally, Harry Reid got some balls. All right? Look,
I've been talking about this filibuster thing for years now. Get away from the filibuster and allow some of these presidential nominees to get in there and do their frickin' jobs. And the Republicans have been blocking all these nominations time and time and time again. Over 200 nominations have been blocked over the years by Republicans. 3 more recently, until Senator Harry Reid decided he was going to put in the nuclear option. And I got to say, I'm not a fan of Harry Reid. I think Harry Reid's a good guy, but he hasn't had the balls to do the job that's meant to be done for years now. Finally, he does something. And the new rule is nominees should get an up or down vote subject to majority threshold. And that means no more filibusters. If the majority rules, then they can actually get people into office, then get nominees cleared, and get people working again. Instead of being blocked time after time after time after time because, why can't they be appointed? Because Obama wanted them in office. Anything to do with Obama is wrong. It's wrong. Obamacare, wrong. Environmental studies, wrong. Trying to keep, support with food stamps and health care for poor, wrong. That's Obamacare. Socialists. So finally, I'm so happy. This is a huge event. Huge event. So it's going to be majority rules, not this 65 vote bullshit. The majority rules, and with the majority votes yes or no, that's the rule. And I think it's absolutely the way to go. It's probably one of the biggest changes in Senate history in over 200 years.
From someplace over Chicago, Illinois, USA, this is the Space Dog Radio Show. As you know, Space Dog Radio is all about bicycles. Anything to do with bicycles, we're all in. So this story takes place in Chicago about a young woman, 19 years old, who was going to school and had her $700 KHS bicycle stolen from her. A 59-year-old senior VP from a major company saw the broadcast and decided to do something about it. So he emailed the news station hoping someone could connect the two of them, and then suddenly he got a call. He took the girl in and bought her a brand new bicycle. But what the girl said was she was blown away by the generosity. In turn, she offered to create a drawing for his family. She's also become friends with his daughter, and together they're planning on doing a fundraiser with proceeds going toward children who need bicycles. Now, the only thing that the girl has to do in turn to get the bicycle is, quote, on the condition that before her 59th birthday, she must buy a bike for someone in her shoes, end of quote. Sorry, I dork out, but anything to do with bicycles and just pure generosity is amazing. And I really like this story. I hope you did too.
Near the shores of Lake Stevens, we walk up to Rainy Days Coffee, opening the door to a warm, welcoming atmosphere full of intent people wanting to hear a young woman and her guitar. Her name is Magdalene.
Dreams with thunder
a mashup from Space Dog Radio of some of the shows done in November 2013. Space Dog Radio. Turn it on, tune it in, and turn it up.